No, this isn't a dream sequence. We're back. The Bold Breakdown is next.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
We are back, you guys. Oh my God, we are back. It's been a long year, you guys.
Way too long.
We love this. Because Tam and I, we talk about the show, of course, off camera, but we're here to talk about it today. Hi, welcome to the Bold Breakdown, the Bold and Beautiful After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. I'm one of your hosts, James Lott Jr., and I have with me the delicious, delectable Tami Goveia.
I will take that. Hey, everyone.
Hi. It's good to be back. I'm looking at the chat room. I almost want to start crying because I see all my regulars like Ethel and Rodelli and Kenneth and Zoe and Demo.
So amazing. Thank you for being with us, you guys.
I know. It's like you joined us back. I'm so excited.
Great.
I'm so excited. Now, of course, on Facebook, use the hashtag The Bold and Beautiful on all social media platforms. You want to talk about the show and Bold Breakdown, of course. Use the hashtag that too. Go to iTunes and YouTube to go ahead and follow the Bold and Beautiful After Show on AfterBuzz TV Dramas. That's where we are now.
Yes.
A year ago, it was one network. Now it's separate networks, but all under the same umbrella. But it's AfterBuzz TV Dramas. Look for Bold and Beautiful After Show, and you'll find us there. All the old episodes are on there, and this one will be on there also. So go ahead and like us, subscribe, comment, say how much you love Tami and her outfit, how her hair looks. Tell her on that one. And then also while you're at it, I have a podcast called Bold and Beautiful Rewind. So
yes,
follow
please.
me. Follow me on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spreaker.com, and our Facebook page. It's a long name, but I couldn't get anything. I'm trying to shorten it at some point. It's called BB Mini Spotlights and Rewinds.
Okay.
So it's BB Mini Spotlights and Rewinds. I do several shows on my own. Follow me there, and we talk about. I don't recap the show, but I talk about things on the show, of course, and have guests on there. So welcome back, Tami.
Welcome back, Mr. James Lott Jr.
I know.
Holy macaroni!
And it's my 4-year anniversary at AfterBuzz.
Happy anniversary!
I can't believe it.
A year and a little over a year since we were last here.
Yes, we were last here. It was
Together?
We were here, and you came on towards the end of the tenure of the show.
Yeah.
I was doing the show by myself, and I had guests come on and stuff, and you came on, and people loved you. They loved Tami. So everybody saying hi to you, of course.
So
Tami,
much
beautiful
fun.
as always. Yes, we had so much fun. And this show is so funny because it's a half hour, easy to watch, but they pack a lot in there.
17 minutes without commercials.
Exactly.
Can we just be clear about that?
I could do that. I watched the whole week in like an hour and a half or something like that.
I know.
But it's very much a show that packs a lot in their 17 minutes, right? Now here's a little side note. I'm an organizer, professional organizer. It takes people average 17 minutes to look for stuff when they're unorganized. So you can watch Bold and Beautiful instead.
There you go.
If you're organized.
There's that 17 of wasted minutes. Watch the Bold and the Beautiful instead.
The Super Organizer Universe.
Get organized and watch B&B.
Exactly.
Yes?
See, tell me what's going on. Exactly. Now, my first segment that I always do before we get into the show is always my lot in Los Angeles. And someone asked you last time I brought cupcakes and stuff, but this time I just want to show a couple of products that I got online. You can get them too, and they weren't expensive. My Bold and Beautiful hat.
Love it.
It's like
love it. Little pink.
And this book was done this is like the first 10 years of Bold and Beautiful, and it's such a great book.
How
great
beautiful
cover.
that is.
It's a beautiful book.
Yeah.
And I've had it as long, but you can get it still on Amazon and other places. It's a really cool book from the first 10 years of the show. The show's been on 31 years. And you'll see some old faces in here and faces that have returned since.
Yes. And still look good.
And it's just a great book, and I just want to and it's about Los Angeles too, which is the Bold and Beautiful set in Los Angeles. So I wanted to kind of mention that. So, Miss Tami, what do you think about the show? Because we haven't been on in a while.
I know, we haven't been on in a while. So
In general.
So obviously I want to start with Annika.
Yes.
Annika.
I'm not sure if anybody knows how to pronounce her name correctly. I love her.
She, it took me a little while to warm up to her because I was such a huge Kim
Matula fan.
Kim,
me too.
Huge fan.
Me too.
So it took me a while, and I have to say, well, obviously Scott Clifton is always phenomenal.
Yeah.
He has chemistry with anybody that he works with because he just raises the bar.
Yeah.
But man, I was not expecting her, Annika Noel, to have that well of truth and emotion to pull from for the storyline, because obviously it's a tough storyline.
Yeah.
But man, it was hard to watch. It's been really hard to watch.
And I think everyone in the chat room is probably the same thing. Yeah, everybody's saying they're making Hope her own. Yes. This storyline, I think everyone agreed. It's one of the few times where everybody kind of agreed it was hard to watch.
Yeah.
So to me, she's taking the mantle from Heather Tom, because Heather Tom is my girl, and she's been on the show, and I love her. and she knows how to work a scene.
She can turn it on.
Yes.
She's been like that since,
Yeah, from
Y&R.
Yeah, hello, yeah.
Day one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And We Like to Live and all that.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Annika, same thing, because there were some episodes where Heather Tom was really breaking my heart a couple of years ago, and it was hard to watch. This one just even exceeds that on some level. It's just so tough, and it's so realistic.
Yes.
And just like, I have children. I couldn't imagine losing a child. I couldn't imagine, I've lost people in my life recently, but I couldn't imagine losing a child. And I thought, she just brought all of that together and made the whole show, and everybody's reactions, and all these veteran actors with the newer actors, and it was an umbrella story, which we love on soaps. It was a great umbrella story that affected everybody on the canvas.
And it was just so moment to moment. Everyone rallying around hope, wanting to try to make things better, or wanting to do something that will just make her a little bit more joyful. And there was that one scene when Sally and Wyatt brought the doggy, the little baby puppy, and Wyatt was like, I don't think this is a good idea. And that whole where she, Hope just exploded and just laid in on her. And every moment has just been so truthful and so haunting.
I agree.
Haunting.
Totally agree. The show, it's funny, Bold and Beautiful gets its criticism sometimes for some of the recycled storylines they do and stuff, but they rarely do storylines like this on soaps, period. So to do this, to actually, and the way, we'll talk about it, and the way it happened, well, actually we can talk because it was before this week, the way it happened with, okay, James Lott Jr. rant number 12,055. Soap Twitter, calm down. Wayne Brady's playing a character on the show. He was getting death threats, Tami.
What? Okay, really, folks, please.
He's playing a character on a show that was written for him to play these scenes out. He didn't steal a baby in real life.
There's no room to hate the actors.
Right,
There's no room to hate the writers.
Right.
Or the producers
Right.
or the directors.
Right.
This is a show. You have to suspend disbelief and just partake in it. Yeah.
Right.
That's
I just want to make sure I want to bring that out because I love that he's playing this character we saw him this week also, but he's playing this character it's a bad situation and it caused all this heartache, and so we should feel something. We should as an audience watching a show, we should feel something. But a real life actor, you shouldn't be attacking him. He's doing a great. That means he's doing a great job. The writer's doing a great job, obviously.
And I have to say, I kept waiting for Wayne to break out into some kind of improvisational, Robin Williams-ish type of moments.
Yes.
But this has been like a solid, dramatic performance and role for him.
Completely.
And I'm impressed.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm impressed.
Me too.
But I've always said that if you can do comedy, you can do anything.
Well, that's the whole thing, right?
So there was I shouldn't have been surprised because he's such a brilliant comedian.
Yeah.
His timing and just his nuances are always so amazing.
You're right about that. It's most comedians can do drama.
Yeah.
People are always shocked by that. It's like, no, but not everybody can do you say comedy, drama, comedy is hard or whatever. A lot of comedians do drama, but a lot of people who do drama can't always be funny.
No.
So I always feel like comedians, they're funny because they see the seriousness in life and turn it around to make it funny.
Yeah.
And they observe things really well, especially observational comics. They do a really good job at that. So you're right. In a way, we shouldn't be surprised, but I was surprised too. In a way, but we shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
At all. So we get into the week that was. I can sit here and talk Bone Beautiful for the next 4 hours. That's going to happen. There's a GH report after this. So we got to make sure we get this going. So Monday and Tuesday, we always start out with the beginning of the week.
Okay.
And we're going to start out. Well, the through line of this week was Zoe.
Yes.
She was on all 5 days.
Okay.
Go on, girl. Go on, girl. I see the chat room. You guys are like, that she's warming up. You look warming up to her. Right. So how do you feel about her?
I was just going to say, I have Kiara Barnes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Again,
Tell me.
fans, right with you. Took me a long time. Took me a long time. And when we were getting to that storyline where she was going to be discovering the truth, I said to myself, all right, girl, you better bring it. Mm-hmm. You better bring it because there's a lot to be brung.
Yes, there is. We're wrong.
And
yes.
OMG.
She did. This week she did it.
Zoe, I don't know who you're studying with. Seriously,
Right,
though.
no, right.
A lot of these actors have coaches
they
that
do.
they work with
If you
on a
don't know
regular
that, they do.
basis.
They do.
If they're not on set, then they've got their own folks that they tap into,
Yeah,
which they
yeah,
should.
right.
Because this stuff is not easy to do.
No.
Kiara.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
I'm like right there with her.
Yes.
Like, how could you do this to me, Daddy?
Yeah, I know because.
Do you like my accent,
I do
Daddy?
accent. So I wouldn't even try to do an accent. I'm not going to try to do that. They love the honesty from you, Tami. I love it. Yes, it's true. She gets to do it. Yeah, because basically, because Monday and Tuesday, she was talking to, it was her and Flo, basically.
Yeah, and I love Flo.
I love Flo too. Yeah, she's good too.
She's
good
so
too.
good.
She's good too.
I love her. Great part.
And they were able to really kind of just have all these scenes with them going back and forth about this. And I was like, Flo is going to give it up. She's going to give it up.
I would too.
I was
like, this girl's in my face. Like,
right. Which was like, when we get undressed, because she was like, I didn't see her. That was actually pretty funny, actually.
When she's in the robe?
Yes, in the robe. I want to see if you're really pregnant. And I'm like, you look like that. Because I wrote down, someone who looks like that just gave birth. I was like, that's kind of fun. I mean, I would think the fans think the same thing, right? Yeah. It's like some folks do look good after they give birth.
If you're working out before you get pregnant, you bounce back a whole lot faster.
That is part true. But even in some cases, I have friends who weren't huge and pregnant. They still look like they just had a baby.
Yeah.
So I thought it was funny she pointed that out. And then it was like, in the beginning of the week it was a slow build all week. In the beginning of the week, it was just like, your father switched the babies. That was the big reveal back then. You're like, oh, the father switched the babies. She's like, my father switched the babies.
Yeah.
That was the big reveal Monday and Tuesday. It was kind of like, oh, okay. And that was kind of crazy. And then meanwhile, you got Sally and Wyatt in bed together, happy.
All the time.
That wasn't bad.
Is it because there's these youngins?
Yes.
All the stamina.
I know. Go
I
on,
was like,
folks.
holy macaroni.
Go on, folks. They were like, as I dropped that. But
what do you think of them? What do you think of Sally and Wyatt together?
I am a Katie and Wyatt fan. Sorry, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. I love Sally. I love the character of Sally.
I do too.
I am pissed they didn't keep the whole Spectre clan on.
I know.
I interviewed all of them.
Patrika, come back.
Patrika, my girl.
Patrika.
I've interviewed all of them. So Alex Wise, Patrika, Courtney, the other Courtney, because Courtney Hope plays Sally, but the other Courtney. I mean, it's like they're all great.
Yeah.
And it's like I wish they kept that going. Instead of making her work at Forrester, that's a whole other story too. But they're fine together. They're not bad together. I mean, I love me some Darren Brooks. He's
so great.
He's so good.
I just love him.
I loved him on Days. I loved him on Blue Mountain State, which was on Spike TV. I'm a big fan of his, which you guys know already. But Katie. Oh, hi, Candace Mack. We love Candace and Nikisha and Jacob. But yeah, Katie and Wyatt is always a fan, and we'll talk about that in a second. Because we have a storyline I'm pissed about. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, I know
later
where
on in
you're
the week.
going.
Yeah, we know about that one. But they're in bed, whatever. They kind of do it. And at the beginning of the week, of course, half the week also was kind of the whole Steffi, Liam, Hope thing.
Yeah.
With baby Phoebe.
So talk about that.
Hope holding her own baby as therapy, feeling better. I was screaming at the TV every scene going, it's your baby. That's why you feel comfortable. It's your baby. Yeah. It's your baby. I kept screaming at it. I mean, that's what I kept doing the whole time. But it's a unique story. Regardless of what we feel about it, it's a very unique story, especially of Steffi wanting to raise 2 babies. So it's hard raising one is hard.
I know.
But 2, and I'm a twin, so I understand the whole twin thing. I love that part of storylines because I'm like, no one mentions Phoebe anymore. I'm glad they've been mentioning her a lot. And I'm going to actually show a clip on something a little later. But I love the whole twin thing and why she's supposed to have the girls raise each other. But I'm just going, but that's your baby. I hope that's your baby.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Well, it was hard to watch because I really didn't think it was a good idea for Hope to be going over there to meet Phoebe.
Yeah.
In the first place.
Yes.
And then wanting to spend so much time with her. I thought, if she's going to go off the deep end even more, this could possibly just send her off that deep end forever.
Right.
And I felt bad for Steffi.
I know. She should feel weird about it.
Yeah.
She should feel a little weird going, well, I don't know. And Liam's like, well, no, it's going to be fine. I'm like, no, Steffi should, Liam. I love Scott Clifton, of course, but Liam's character, I hate the character of Liam. He bugs the crap out of me.
Oh, my God.
He bugs the crap out of me. That's another story. But I think Steffi should feel a little protective, like, okay, she just lost a baby.
Yeah. Is she going to start to get possessive?
Right.
A little like, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
And
I
also
get the concern.
And then we saw some Xander, and Zoe and Xander talking. She's still distrustful, and Flo trying to get Reese on the phone, texting, and nothing was happening there. So my first bold flashback. You guys love my bold flashbacks. The first one because we mentioned Phoebe. Here's a scene between the illuminating, amazing Susan Flannery, which I missed so much on this show. I know she retired and she's doing fine, but I missed so much. And the underrated John McCook when Phoebe died back in the 2000s. So they're gonna show.
Sweetheart, what is it? What's the matter?
Phoebe? There's been a terrible car accident. Phoebe was killed.
Oh.
No.
there's a mistake. There's a mistake.
No.
That music too.
Yeah. I love their connection.
Rick was shot.
Rick.
Rich is on his way to tell Taylor.
I know that's. God, Susan's so good.
Yeah.
God, she's so good.
Thomas and Steffi are upstairs, so I'm gonna go up and check on them. I don't want to leave you alone.
No, I'm all right. You go. It's okay.
So stoic, huh?
Yes. Just so real.
Yeah.
That's how a matriarch would act.
Yes.
So I just want to show that. I mean, you can watch the rest of the scene on it. It's just so, her acting is a masterclass
Yeah.
in acting.
Yeah.
That sigh, I was just like, I got to take it in now.
Yeah.
That my granddaughter's
Just
dead.
absorbing.
Right. Oh my god.
Trying to process
And she's
the
going to go over to her
unprocessed-
picture and stuff. It's a
yeah.
great scene. Yeah, no, I wish they'd bring up Phoebe more often too. I mean, she was a part of the family, and that was just kind of a. But I was talking about Phoebe.
Yeah.
It was Steffi's twin. I just thought, and again, masterclass in acting. Just like you
Yes.
just, I mean,
Beautifully understated.
oh my god. I
Yeah.
mean, there was no hysterics.
Which makes it so profound.
Right.
And you hit the nail on the head. The matriarch of the family is not going to go flying off the
No,
rails.
No.
That's not why you're the matriarch.
not at all.
So, yeah.
You know, you're going to just kind of like, you know, pull together.
I will break down quietly in the corner by myself
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
in the dark.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, that's it. That's
yeah.
it.
Great. Thank you for that.
Yes.
That was great.
Now, Wednesday was Valentine's Day, of course, but they didn't really celebrate Valentine's
No,
Day
they
that much.
didn't.
Not really. But I mean, Xander wanted to be kind of romantic with Zoe, but then
Yeah.
she was still dealing with her stuff there. So that was quiet. Then we have Wyatt was showing up when Pam, Hope, and Sally were together. Cute little moment. She gave her some
Yes.
tickets to see Wuthering Heights. Was it? What was it?
Oh, I forget.
I know. I thought I watched it twice, and I was like, I think it's Wuthering. She's like, they showed the tickets kind of briefly,
Yeah.
and I thought I knew what she said, and and I guess I didn't write it down. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't write it down. So
Do the
yes.
fans remember? Anyone in the
Yes.
chat room?
Anybody remember
anyone
what
in the
what
chat
tickets
room?
were? Yeah, anybody know what the tickets are? Okay. And so, but anyway, she gave her tickets to kind of, she said they don't expire, you know, blah, blah, and so it's fine. So that's kind of a nice little gesture, and Wyatt showed up, and Wyatt, and Sally showed some sketches.
Yes. Which I always love.
Yes, I like
I
that
love when
too.
they do that.
Me too. I love the whole fashion.
Yeah, the whole fashion. Yeah.
Fashion part of Bold and
Like, I
Beautiful.
don't know who's doing those sketches, but they're amazing.
But it was very nice. It was very, yeah, I know, really.
Yeah.
But it was very nice of Sally to want to help out a little bit, because you know she's doing the intimates line. She's
Yeah.
like, here's a few things, and again, Annika is just like, who plays Hope, is just like, I know what you guys are trying to do, and
Yes.
it's kind of helping a little bit. It's like very realistic. Like, I'm trying to get back to work, but it's kind of weird, and I just thought it was a great thing.
Yeah.
Flo is trying to get to Reese. He sees it. We finally see him on screen, so he sees the
Yes.
text. But he's like, not doing anything there. Then this is a storyline. Oh, well, before that, then Zoe hears Reese and them talking. Reese and Flo talking.
Right, on the phone.
On the phone.
Yes.
So I'm like, good. We're setting up for Thursday and Friday where we're going to finally, you know. So that's good. But the storyline I really want to get a lot of time, some time I want to talk about is, and again, I hate knowing spoilers.
I know, but we do. So,
Ingo Rademacher is leaving the show.
yeah.
Going back to General Hospital.
He's going back to General
Which
Hospital.
I mean, it's fine.
Which is fine. You know, I've always loved Jax, his
Yes,
character on
me
General
too, me
Hospital,
too.
and it's great that he's going back there. But I have to tell you, when he showed up on The Bold and the Beautiful, Ingo just oozes.
Yes.
Everything
Yes.
that is the bold and the
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes.
He just oozes that opulence and that sophistication and that, I don't know how else to describe. You
Yeah.
know exactly
Yeah.
what I'm saying, and the fans know exactly
Yeah, they do. You guys know.
what
Yeah, you
we're
guys know.
talking about. So I thought, this is a match made in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
I was so happy.
Me too.
And
Me
he's
too.
always been, I've always felt on General Hospital kind of
Oh, yeah.
underrated.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
You know, he's never really had that
Sunny Shadow. That's another
kick-ass,
story.
yeah, storyline. So I'm so sad, and this whole the way they're dealing
Yes,
with it. Just,
I wrote angry. That's what I wrote. It's like Katie should be like, what?
yeah,
I think she wanted to say what the F is what she wanted to say, and I mean the real world. I'm sure. I mean the character wanted to say. So it's like,
Yeah.
what? She's like, I think we should just gotta go, and we should have got married in the first place. Like what?
yeah.
I mean, I know it's storyline dictated, but just like the way they're doing it, making Thorne a douche.
Ingo brought it.
He did. No, he did. He
you know,
did.
with the tears. I mean, he
did.
made it real and believable, but I
Right.
couldn't buy it. It had nothing to do with him.
No, it did. Yeah.
You know, it's just the way the
Well, you know, we should have got married. There's a whole custody thing, and everybody's so fat. I'm like, what?
what?
Like, what?
Is this an evil twin that we don't know
Right.
about?
And then I wrote dumb. And then he had the papers. Here's the normal papers I've all drawn up.
On Valentine's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I was not happy.
Rodelli, I agree with you. They wasted him on there a little bit because I liked him and Ridge. The fights and kind of the I was kind of liking the whole Rick and Thorne against Ridge. They're the real Eric Forrester's sons, so to speak, biologically. They were leading into that and they didn't finish that up. And I thought Torsten K and Ingo Wagner had great chemistry as brothers. The whole Brooke thing, I saw chemistry with Catherine Kelly Lang.
Yes.
I mean, it was a whole thing they could have done, but don't do my girl Katie wrong. I was like, oh, poor Katie, and of course, her Tom brought the tears.
I know, of course.
I mean, she brought like as usual
the WTF tears.
Yes.
Yeah. And I really don't want them. And I have my little note. I don't want them to recycle Katie and Bill.
And they're already saying in the chat room.
I
Everybody has a
don't
feeling.
want them to do that. Come on.
I agree.
Bring on some new. What's why Ingo got brought on? Well, not a new character,
but new blood.
New blood.
To inject into the
so we can go in different directions with relationships.
Right. I know. I think they're going to do that. Now, tell people also, we're here at AfterBuzz TV.
Yes.
We have some shows, and, can you talk about that a little bit?
So before we go on to our other numerous topics, we want to say thank you for letting us be what we say, or Maria Menounos and Keven say, is the ESPN of TV talk. Now, at this point in time, we are asking you for a little bit of help. If you are on YouTube right now, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, please give us a 5, 10, 20-star rating.
20 stars.
We always love
20 stars. I love it.
We love the love.
Yes.
But no matter what you're doing, leave us a comment so that you guys can get involved. I mean, you guys are involved. Our chat room is on fire.
It is.
Thank you for the engagement. It's why we're here. And on that note, being a part of AfterBuzz TV and doing what we're doing right now means the world to us.
Yes.
And we can't do what we love without you, the fans. So thank you so much for your engagement and your involvement and your support on following us on all social media platforms. It makes all the difference. So thank you.
Thank you very much. We really mean that. So thank you very much. And on that note, speaking of unique situations, here's another bold, beautiful flashback from a while back. And this scene makes me laugh. This makes me. Okay, go ahead.
So, whose egg was implanted in me?
I love it.
Nick.
Come on, Nick, tell her.
Whose egg was it?
He's on One Calls to Heart now on Hallmark TV.
It came from Brooke.
Look at her face! The look on her face. She's like, what?
My worst nightmare.
Okay.
I could not have just heard you.
You did.
Yep.
You did.
Brooke?
I love it.
Brooke? What are you talking about?
I love it. I love it.
The baby is from Brooke's egg?
She's the donor. That's all. She's just the donor.
No! No!
I love it. I love it. She's like, no.
I know exactly.
Exactly.
I wanted a child, Nick. Our child. But now what do I have? I have your child with Brooke?
See, exactly. It's like, what?
It's yours. You're the mother.
No. No, she's ruined everything.
Oh my
That's not true.
gosh.
She didn't know what was going on. It's not her
Don't you
fault.
dare defend her.
Just listen to me.
No, I'm not going to listen to you. She's stolen my child from me. She's taken everything from me all my life. I mean, I just wanted a clean slate with you and me and our baby, and now it's you and me and Brooke's child.
I love it. So I just want to show that.
He just doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it.
Again, Hunter Tyler does a great job in this scene.
Yeah.
It's like, hello. But I mean, now I would go crazy too.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this has been an ongoing war between the two of them for
Yes.
so
Right.
long.
to have that happen. It's
Yeah.
inside her body, and she's just like, when she gets, it's like, no, and she hits the table. I'm like, I'll be the same way, girl.
You know, and just piggybacking on Taylor
Yeah.
and, you know, the amazing hunter,
Yes,
Tylo.
yeah.
You know, what do you think about her and Reese?
I like them together. I like them
You like
together.
the characters together? That was kind of cool.
It was very unexpected,
I love
obviously.
that.
I liked them. I liked the little banter they had. I liked they were there for each other. He was there for her. He seemed like he really wanted to protect her. He was like really in there. I liked them together.
Yeah.
I did.
You know, he walked that fine line of using her,
Yes, right.
but being genuine about how much he cared about her.
Again,
because I really do believe he cares about her.
I do too, and I think
Yeah.
again, it's just showing Taylor with somebody else.
Yes.
Not with Ridge.
Yes.
Not with somebody else. Not with Thorne. Just like with somebody else, and it was new blood. It was just like and it was age appropriate.
Yes.
You know, Wayne Brady looks like he's 12,
I know.
and you all know why. But that was just kind of. But again, there's very interesting storylines that happen on this show that are just like they do unique tales sometimes, and this spin of this whole adopting a baby and all. It's a unique tale. They've done it before. I mean, kind of thing. So everybody liked it. Yes, everybody liked that. Yes. Who knows what happened to the kid? I mean, Nick's gone somewhere, so I guess the child now will be probably sore-assed and brought on maybe one day.
I was saying I love me my Jack Wagner.
Yeah, Jack
I've
Wagner.
always just loved him.
He's on When Calls the Heart.
All I need.
Exactly. And that I do that after show Mondays at 5 p.m. on AfterBuzz TV.
There you go.
AfterBuzz TV dramas. Yeah, and he's on that show right now. He plays a good character on there. So Thursday and Friday. So the rest of the week it starts to ramp up a little bit. Wyatt and Sally have sex. So,
Yeah, of course. It's all that tension, you know? They're releasing the tension that
like you
everyone
said,
else
they're always in
is
bed.
feeling around them.
Always in bed.
Yes.
Oh, but the one part that was kind of cute. Hope and Liam had the little baby one, the little onesie, it was a Valentine's onesie
Yeah.
for the baby. It's kind of cute. I know it was cute though. That was kind of
Sweet.
cute. And Reese really, I think he really does have remorse about what he did. He's in this weird position, but it's like I think he felt remorse, and he was trying to show it a little bit. And he came to town though. But you did the impression a minute ago when Zoe's on the phone with him, and she's trying to get the answers out of him. And he's just like, I'll explain it to you when I get there. Like, tell her now. I'm going to explain to you when I get there.
Exactly.
I'll explain to you when I get. I'm getting the first plane from London. I'll get there. Where's it tomorrow? Tomorrow. Like, I go to bed all night and think about what my father's going to say to me.
But she looked amazing the next day.
That orange sweater was really cute.
Yeah, it was like a velour. It was like a crushed velvet.
Yeah,
type of thing.
it was cute. It was cute. So, I mean,
I
but it's
love the fashion on that show.
No, me too.
Oh,
no,
my
me
living
too.
word.
No, me too. You do a good job. But again, T is always trying to figure this out from Flo, and Flo is like trying to hold out for a minute. And she was like, "Who?" And actually, she brought something up that was kind of like, "Yeah, who was the second mother?" She's like, "Who's the other mother?"
Yes.
I mean, like there was two babies, so
Yes.
like, who's the second mother, and what was going on there, and why did he do it? And it's funny because she was like, well, I don't know her, but her name was Hope. It was like the way she said it was like, oh my god, and Zoe's like, what? When I work for, and I mean that's
When Zoe said hope, when the tears
Yes.
welled in her
Oh,
eyes,
yes,
like
it
just the
did.
horror of
It
the moment
did.
was
It
so
did.
beautifully done.
I
So
agree.
beautifully done
I
by
agree.
Kiara.
I agree.
Just really quickly, there was a scene, I think it was this week, maybe it was last week, when the Logan sisters,
That's last week.
it was last week. I
that's
just
cute.
wanted to
yeah,
touch
that's
on
like,
that
yeah,
moment.
I love it.
Because we rarely get to see them.
No.
I mean, unless there's a wedding
Yeah, I
going
know, I
on,
know.
when else are the three of them ever together?
Right.
Doing the jigsaw puzzle and, Donna, Jennifer, getting some more airtime.
Yes.
Why can't we pair her up with Ingo?
I know.
I mean, come
I
on.
know. No, I know.
Arg.
And I also get they have a kind of a larger cast for a half-hour show.
True.
And we've always brought up, should it be an hour? I say still should be a half hour. I think it should be an hour. But there are folks who think it should be an hour, and then more storylines would be
Yeah,
told,
okay.
I
I get the
guess.
half-hour thing.
I guess, but I like the half hour.
So cut some of the commercials.
Okay.
Give us a couple of, 7 more minutes of the show. That's
Okay.
a whole other.
Yes, but it's very much Zoe was getting all the tea from Flo, getting it out of there.
Yes.
And Reese's like, I'm coming to LA. And he came to LA. He recounted the night. He showed a flashback. Every time we see the flashback, it's always so sad to see the flashbacks.
Oh my God, it's
It's
really
like,
hard.
stop showing the flashback. I don't see it. I don't see it again.
Yeah.
And at the very end, with the split screen of homegirl holding her baby, unbeknownst to her, and Zoe's
Zoe.
voiceover saying, I gotta tell Hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we gotta see how it's gonna turn out this week. I have no idea how it's gonna turn out this week, but I mean, there could be some twists and turns there. But I mean, I thought, well, this is at least it's going kind of fast. They're kind of getting there.
And I love that moment too when Reese was trying to say to her, "But I did it to save you. You know,
Yes.
there's these goons and they were
Yeah.
going to kill you," and Zoe came right back and said, "But you created that situation in the first place.
Yeah.
Why did you even create that situation where my life was beaten, threatened
Right.
with your gambling? Don't say
Yeah.
I did it to protect you. You
Yeah.
created this whole mess."
Addiction is addiction. It's,
I
it's tough. It's
know.
tough. Addiction is
But
addiction.
he can't blame it. I mean,
I know. That's what addiction does. You blame
Yeah,
it
I
on. You
know.
blame it on stuff. It's
I
kind of like.
know.
As I said, I don't think he wanted. People in the chat room, some people were like, "No, he got back. He got caught." But I said, "No, I mean, there's that. But I think on some level, no one wants to steal a baby. I don't think he wanted to steal
yeah,
a
you
baby.
can see he's torn.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't want to steal a
For
baby. I mean, but he did get caught, of course. But I mean, but I think. But I don't know. I just yeah. I don't know. I think he does feel a little remorse on doing that.
I absolutely do.
I think, but it's a
Absolutely
bad
do.
character. And so that was that storyline. So I'm waiting to see what happens with that. But before we get to the other storyline that still makes me upset, I loved Bill and Justin's scenes.
Yeah.
They were hilarious.
Oh my, the magic trick.
Yes, he was like, "Come, I wrote down." It was the Spencer Rini. And that was actually pretty funny. Jumbo coin and magic for Will. I think it was very, but also mixed in with that because they're very bro.
Yeah,
They're very bro.
yeah.
And I love me some Justin D. Spears, friend of the show, friend of mine. He's a great guy. They're very bro, and also there's always sensitivity in there. And it's like talking about how his other older sons have kind of they're on his way. So Will's his last chance.
Yeah.
Bill loves family. Bill loves family.
Well, he's finally showing it.
Yes, he loves family. Yeah, fine. But I think he's always wanted to. I think he's always wanted to show it. Tell me which. There we go. I think it's right there. Right there. You go. But he's always loved family, and so but he had funny ways of showing it, of course.
Yeah.
Well, it's that old syndrome. I always call it the J.R. Ewing syndrome. If you ever watched Dallas, that's where it all started. It's the J.R. Ewing syndrome. It's the Victor Newman syndrome. It's the Victor Kiriakis syndrome. It's if you don't do it the way I do it, you're wrong.
Yes.
Just listen to me, and your life will go better.
Yes. Which isn't always the case.
Right.
Yeah.
That's always
Yeah.
always the thing. It's like just do what I say, and your life would be
And
fine.
it's simple. Yeah.
Right.
Like, why complicate things
Right.
by arguing with me or
Right.
disagreeing with me?
Have your own mind.
Yeah, what?
Like that's crazy. That's crazy talk. You can't do that. So I think it's that same. So
That's a
Bill
good
has
point.
that. Dollar Bill has that same kind of
Yeah.
syndrome. Like we just did what I said.
Yeah.
But it's a funny, fun moment because we had some very serious things last couple of weeks. It was kind of nice seeing some fun moments between because they really do show their friendship / working relationship together.
Yeah.
They do a lot.
Yeah.
And Aaron got a little fro going on. Come on, Aaron, got a little fro. That's kind of fun. Meanwhile, Will had to be told by Thorne that he was leaving for a while.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that? How did you feel about that scene? How it was handled, character-wise? Like how was it handled?
I don't.
I know it was tough for me.
It was tough for me.
Me too.
Why was it tough for you?
Because I felt like you're abandoning this child that you really fought,
Fought for. Yes.
and like now you're just like I gotta go bye. I mean, again, we know it's, but the character itself is like, plus, especially when you lost Alexandria, you had a child, you would think it'd be a little more, yeah. Yeah. So I just think everything. I didn't like the talk. I just didn't like it. But I guess that's the way he had to do it, so he can leave. I guess.
Do you think now that Thorne is leaving, that Wyatt will rekindle something?
Well, I like the scene
with Miss Katie?
I know people like it. I like the Wyatt Katie scene when she tells him it's over.
Yeah.
Again, I saw sparks. I don't know if they were playing it that way or not. I saw sparks.
Yeah. I thought,
I did. So I mean, I know. I mean, I like them together. Give me a good triangle. Bold does triangles all the time. That's what they're known for. Do a good triangle. Make me push and pull between the two men.
yeah.
I guess and see what happens. Because
And Bill's in a better place right now, so maybe he can embrace that relationship a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see.
we'll see. But that was the week that was. I mean,
know.
it goes by so fast. That was the week that was, you guys, and so glad to be back together.
Yes.
And we're gonna do this once a month. So I'm gonna tell everybody. So I gotta look at my schedules, of course, and see how this works. And look at her schedules and see how this works. But we're gonna try to do this once a month at this time period
That would be great.
until maybe we can get the show back on the air again. I can't do it every Sunday. I have other 8,000 things I'm doing, so I can't do it. But I do love doing the show very much. I know Tami does also.
Absolutely.
We love the show. We want to bring it back on some level.
And before we sign off,
Yeah.
I just want to say I miss Jacob Young. That's another storyline that I'm just miserable how it was addressed.
Oh my God,
The
with him and Maya.
It
Oh
just
my God.
breaks my heart.
Me too.
Again, a couple that fought so hard
I know.
to be together, So just throwing it out there. Not happy.
And they showed Jacob Young reunite with some of his AMC co-stars.
Yes, he looks amazing.
He looks great. He's great.
Oh my God.
He looks amazing.
Yes.
And so I agree with you. I am so upset that storyline, that Rick and Maya got the shaft.
Just had to throw it out there.
You guys, so Tami, tell people where they can find you on social media.
Okay, so on Twitter, you can find me at Tami Goveia, and on Insta and Facebook, Tami Goveia Official.
Now, you guys, Terrell Bellinger, Candace Mack, Jacob Marquez, Ethel McEwing, Kirsten Marie, Lisa Knapp, make sure I get everybody in, Demo. All you guys, I'm so happy you guys came back. Thank you, Kenneth Clark. Thank you guys for coming back on and watching us, and hopefully we'll be back again next month. And you can follow me. We're all James Lott Jr.'s are sold at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms, all across the board, everywhere. Go to my SoundCloud page. I have new music out, so go there and listen to my music. I have books on Amazon. I'm a one-stop shop, of course. And, of course, my Bold Beautiful Rewind I do on iTunes and iHeartRadio. Thank you so much for watching us, and we'll see you next month. Just follow us. See you next month.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.